There's a brand new teaching program in New Haven Public Schools that the Grammy Museum is piloting. The gentleman heading it worked at the Cooperative Arts and Humanities High School for 30 years. He's all about celebrating music education. My guest is founder of the program, Patrick Smith. You are so known around New Haven. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Let's start with how you got into music.
I got into music when I was 3 years old, laying under my mother's piano.
You remember this when you were 3?
I have a strange memory. And I remember the dog lying right next to me. But she would pick me up periodically and put me on her knee, and I'd tinkle away with my one-finger technique. And that was just off to the races from there.
How many instruments did you learn?
Primarily, I started out on percussion, and I play that professionally around town. But I play a number of other instruments: electric bass, piano, guitar, trumpet, clarinet, the standard stuff.
So you taught for years at Cooperative. Now you are piloting this program through the Grammy Museum. How did this come about?
7 years ago, I was invited to interact with the Grammys, and 3 years ago, they had me join. And my immediate thought was, how can I take my position in New Haven at the Arts High School and parlay that into something that can benefit all of the arts teachers in New Haven, Connecticut, and by extension, in the country, perhaps later on. And I said, let's put together a program with Grammy-recognized artists and local artists who in dance, theater, visual arts, and take over Audubon Street for one day, which is what we did on August 26th. And we had the music portion with the Grammys at Neighborhood Music School and Creative Arts Workshop and the New Haven Ballet and Educational Center for the Arts down the street. Everybody cooperated, created the space, created the environment, and we had an unbelievable experience.
How did it go, and what are the Grammys saying about this now?
The Grammys are thrilled. I work closely with Aaron Campbell out in New York. He's the Vice President of Education. And they were blown away. They couldn't believe the high quality of the teachers that showed up. We had a jam session with the Grammy members at the end, and all the teachers stepped up, and they were players. And the people from the Grammys were like, oh my goodness, where did this come from? And so they were ready to go for next year.
Really?
Yeah,
so it's another one day next year?
Yep, and we're planning to roll this out over time, and I want to expand it first probably to Southern Connecticut, and then the whole state. We'll have to look for different venues, of course, but I want to offer this opportunity to all of the arts teachers, because we are living in a time where the arts have been marginalized, and that can't happen.
Do you hope to roll this out across the country?
Ultimately, if I live that long.
Well, you're going to get help from the Grammys,
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So how did you put this together? Because this sounds like a big undertaking.
Well, you know, I'll quote Martin Luther King. I had a dream, and I said, how will I put this together? So I contacted the New York chapter of the Grammys. They contacted the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles, and then they called me and said, we have to talk. And so we got on a Zoom call and said, what if? And they had their ideas, and I had my ideas, and we, over a period of about a year, it coalesced into a plan. And so for the last 14 months, working with Holly Maxon with the New Haven Public Schools, the new arts supervisor, myself, and a crew of people from the arts area of New Haven, we put together this plan, and it just came together. You know, it was a gift from God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, before I let you go, let's brag about some of your students. Where have they ended up?
Well, New Haven-born son, Marcos Sanchez, grew up over on Chapel Street. He graduated from co-op, went to Puerto Rico, got into the music business seriously, and right now he is one of the top producers in Latin music worldwide. He won his first Grammy in 2017, and he came in for this special workshop last week.
Patrick, thanks so much for being here and how you're helping arts kids in New Haven.
Thank you so much for having me and for supporting the arts in this interview.
Thank you so much. And for more on this pilot program supported by the Grammy Museum, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app. Never underestimate the talent in New Haven or in the state of Connecticut.
Right? What a great idea.
He just put it together. They're going to do it again next year. He hopes to roll it out across the country. And, you know, that was, as I said, a huge undertaking, but a day-long event to bring kids who are all about the arts to see the best of the best.
It's incredible.
Great advocate for the arts, not just here, but all statewide.
Yeah, Patrick's a great guy. He's been around New Haven forever.
All right, good deal. We're back with more here in just a minute.